So I was writing, I was recording a video lately, and I was telling you guys about how much better I was and how much everybody else around me kind of sucked. And while I was kind of speaking to you guys, I started to realize that, I wasn't as much different as I was saying in those videos. I was talking about swearing. I'm not sure if I posted the video yet, but what I realized is I do swear pretty often myself. It's still something where I'm trying not to swear, but I end up doing it a lot anyways. And I realized that I let my ego blind me into thinking that I was this perfect teenager when in reality, not perfect. Am I better than I was? Of course. But am I perfect? No. And what doing that video did is it made me realize that the lines between confidence and cockiness is very, very blurry, and then how when you start improving yourself, your confidence skyrockets to a level where sometimes your ego kind of breaks free and it runs wild. It thinks you're way better than you actually are, and it ruins everything else around you. So when we're trying to improve ourselves, we're trying to gain confidence of ourselves, right? That's one of the big goals of improving yourself, being confident in your body, in your voice, in your mind, everything like that. But we don't want to build cockiness because we need to understand what our capabilities actually are. And we need to have the humility to see our weaknesses in order to keep improving. Because the man who thinks he has nothing to improve will never be able to get better. We still have to have an honest opinion of ourselves. And maybe sometimes we have to be a little harsher than we. So maybe sometimes it's okay to be a little more cocky, but still at a point where you're always being level headed. If we get cocky, we start getting complacent. When we start getting complacent, everything starts to go downhill. You stop doing things like meditating, you stop working out as much, you stop eating the right food. And then after that, you stop self-improvement entirely. You stop succeeding in life, stop getting better. And then you get to this point where you realize, oh shoot, I'm not changing anymore. I'm changing for the worse. Nothing has been getting better. And at that point, it's going to take a long time for you to start to get back to what you used to be like. And it's going to take an even longer time to get better than you used to be. But also, what happens when you get cocky is you become way, way less likable to everyone around you. Because letting your ego get out of control doesn't just affect you, it has effects on everyone around you. How many times have you seen a Karen where you really just think, man, this person really needs a reality check, that they're not living in the same world that you are. They think they're way better than everybody else. They're so entitled. I mean, but when you get cocky, when you start thinking that you are too good for things, when you start thinking that you are way better than everybody else, you're becoming these other people. You're becoming a person who thinks that they deserve more than everybody else. You know, and what happens is people don't want to talk to somebody like that. Nobody wants to talk to somebody that thinks they deserve the whole world in front of them. And what happens is you start losing your friends, you stop making new friends, and then you start going down and down and down. Someone stops liking you, stop talking to you, and eventually you have no friends. You have no support behind you. You have a problem that you need solving, and there's nobody there to help. You're alone because you decided that I was going to be so much better. But I mean, who can blame you? In this modern world, there's so much around you that makes you think that you should have this and have this and everything like that, especially with social media. You know, social media inflates so many people's egos while also giving a reality check to some people. Like, for me, I'm not the most entertaining YouTuber ever. I make content about how to improve yourself. My videos aren't the best. I can admit that. There are people that are way worse than me that have way less to teach to people that do way better than me. And it's a harsh reality check to realize, that I've been doing this for 9 months and, I'm still at 60 subscribers. I've not taken off at all. A harsh reality check. But then there's the other side of the spectrum where you don't deserve all the fame and attention you're getting, but you get it anyways. Because, I mean, in this day and age, social media is not used to connect with people. It's all about winning validation from everybody else around the globe. You see influencers take pictures with nice cars and houses, your peers taking pictures of vacation and jewelry or something. And I mean, it's great to take pictures with the intent of having them see later. I have tons of pictures and videos that I can look back on that make me smile. But when you start to post these on social media just for validation, you start to inflate everything that happens around you. Then you start to overinflate your own ego. You start to think you're actually living better than you are, and you are better than you are. You ever wonder why celebrities get into trouble for like some of the most dumb reasons that you've ever heard of? It's because their ego has been so inflated by all the people around the world that idolize them that they think they are super good, that they're the top of the mountain, and they can do whatever they want. They can do whatever they want, no repercussions. And that's what social media does to you. When you start to grow and grow and you didn't have that struggle of, you know, getting to that point, when you grow very quickly and easily, you start to think that you are better than you actually are. And then you think you can get away and you deserve way more than you actually do. Some of you probably thinking, how can you be talking? You're literally posting videos about not posting. Fair. But I mean, one, I have 60 subscribers. Like literally, I'm nowhere near the success of anybody else on this platform. It's been 9 months. There have been multiple times where I've stopped and thinking, how do I, like, why do I do this? And there have been multiple times where I think, what's the point? I've done this for 9 months and nothing's really changed. But I still keep coming back. But also, I'm not making my life seem better, am I? A lot of times I'm using stories of my own failures to help you guys out. I'm literally trying to help you guys out by using my own failures so you don't fail. How is that exactly that's the exact opposite of all these, influencers that make their lives seem better. I'm literally telling you about my failures so that you guys can learn from me and grow without experiencing the same things that I did, you know? And I don't really care about it. This isn't something that I want to do for the rest of my life as my full-time job. It's just something I want to do to help people out, you know? Sure, money will come along with it, but the main point of this was to help everybody else out with doing it. Because remember, our job is to serve the world, to serve other people and make the world a better place. It's not about ourselves. Almost everything we do is for others, going to the gym to be attractive, to get friends and a girlfriend. Sure, is that for you? But I mean, you help out everybody else around you by doing it. Why do you study? Get a good job to provide for your family. Sure, they're kind of for you if you think about it, but they're also for other people. Start thinking about doing things for other people. Stop doing things for yourself. I mean, of course you can do things for yourself, but when you start surrounding your life around, oh, this is what I need to do, what I want to do, and I don't care about whatever anybody else says, it's what I need to do, then you start to get into this point where you think that you're way more important than everybody else in this world. And that starts to mess you up because people don't like someone that thinks they're way more important than everybody else. Anyways, I hope this video helped. Do that work, especially when you don't feel like it. Love you guys. Bye bye.